Hey Gearfacts friends, every time I shoot a video for Gearfacts I rethink my strategy as far as photographics goes. I'm going to try the next few with this. This is an iPad, standard model for 2018-19, and it's suspended in a frame here. Obviously you hold the grips at the side and that gives you a lot more stability. So stability, always an issue in Gearfacts videos, and this will hopefully go some of the way to overcoming that. But what about apps? What sort of app are we going to use to get these videos looking good? And that brings me to the subject. I'm going to test in sequence the standard Apple camera, Pro camera, Adobe Rush CC, and ProMovie. We're going to look at each of these apps in sequence and see if there is any noticeable difference. Of course, they are using the exact same hardware, so it will be certainly interesting to see if there is any noticeable quality change. First up for testing, our default camera. Apple camera is of course super simple. It takes literally no training or practice to get involved in this app. Okay, this is the view that we're going to start with each of the app tests. I'm choosing this because it's colorful and there's a lot of definition in it. I'm going to pan down, more color, more detail in the instrument, and for the last part I'm going to zoom right into this component here. A little bit of a focus delay there, but overall the performance gives us a pretty good record of what's going on. I would like to see things a little bit sharper and cleaner, maybe a bit more professional looking though. Second test, Pro camera. Pro camera is more of an iPhone oriented app, but as you can see it's still got all the tools and features, slightly more complicated than the default camera. Let's see how it goes. Starting with the same viewpoint, looking for changes in color pickup, in color separation, and of course in the definition of the actual image. Panning down, zooming into the multi-effects pedal here. Zoom operates a little slower, but I noticed that the focus was very good. Back up again. Third test is Adobe Rush. This app is very heavy on the editing features, so its actual video shooting component is quite simple. Let's do our panning down trick again. A little bit of skipping on the focus there, but the image is looking very nice. Okay, I'll add on-screen comments in post-production once I've seen this on the big screen and given it some more thought. And finally, ProMovie. This is the most complex but somehow also the most user-friendly of the apps and probably most capable of all the apps, and yet its user interface is extremely simple. The zoom's just controlled with a swipe of the right thumb. Looking pretty sharp there. Color pickup and differentiation, contrast, all looking really good. Okay, outdoor test now. Let's start off the default camera for iPad and we're going to have a look at the outside world. Okay, on to the next app. Pro camera. Again, panning across the trees. Alright, good comparison. The next app, Rush, coming up next. Press add and take video. Okay. Alright. And the final one, it's that one with the red thing. Alright, panning. Okay, let's have a look at these side by side. Looking out of the trees now, pretty similar video quality, but pause this image and have a very close look. The differences are a little bit easier to see on the bookshelf here. As the bottom two images scroll down, you can see a distinct difference between those two in contrast and color pickup, perhaps even a slight difference in sharpness. I'm liking the bottom right. Bear in mind that settings can be changed in all of these apps to optimize the outcome. And just one final note, the iPhone does pick up audio louder and clearer than the iPad. So there's our detailed comparison, Gearfacts friends. I admit they were all pretty similar. I think if you pause those pictures though, you might see a few subtle differences. Remember, of course, all of the apps have adjustable parameters too, so you can get the most out of each of them. On the interface side of things though, I am liking ProMovie. It gives you so much useful information on screen, and this zoom feature is quite user-friendly as well. Just one touch zooming in and out. So over the next few demos, I'll be using each of these apps, and I'll try to make mention of that in the demo so you can hunt them down and do a comparison. Anyway, thanks for liking, commenting, or subscribing. Please set the alerts to watch more Gearfacts videos. We're uploading pretty much daily, and I'll see you on the next one.